Good evening and welcome back to another episode of A Little Dash of Therese. Tonight we are going to be making oven fried chicken wings. You'll have to forgive the camera angles throughout the video. My husband is at work, which is why I'm cooking so late at night. He works until 11 o'clock and I want him to have a tasty dinner when he gets home. So what you're going to need for the night is a good pair of kitchen scissors, some unsalted butter, your measuring spoons, baking powder. I have paprika, garlic powder, pepper, salt. These are whole chicken wings. You can also buy pre-cut chicken wings, but I am going to show you how to cut them up. Foil, you're going to need a good baking pan and a baking sheet to go on top of the pan because you don't want your wings to be fully on the foil. A mixing bowl, some paper towels, a plate, and the hot sauce of your choice. Tonight I am using Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we are going to start preheating our oven to 250 degrees. I know it sounds low, but trust me, it's a process. Our next step is going to be trimming and preparing our chicken wings. This is where a good pair of kitchen scissors really helps to make the process easy. You just find the joint and snip. Then again, find the joint and snip. And then these feather tips you can either save to make broth out of, or you can throw them away. Today I'm just throwing them away. Now that the wings are all cut up, we're going to work on getting our chicken wings dried off so that way our spices stick to them better. So first thing I'm going to do is getting ahead of myself. We're going to take paper towels, put them down on that disposable plate, roll away wing, dump your wings. We're going to dry out the bowl. And we're just going to start getting our wings nice and dry and going back in the bowl. One thing to always remember is to wash your hands, especially after handling raw meats, especially poultry. So what we're going to do now, we are going to start assembling our base spice onto the chicken wings. And I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of baking powder, pepper to taste, but you roughly want to use about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of it. So for garlic powder, we're going to use half of a teaspoon. The same with the paprika. If I can get it off. There we go. We're going to use half a teaspoon of paprika. And about 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix that all together so that everything is coated well. Now we are going to line our baking sheet with foil. And we're going to set our cooking rack over top of it. Then we're going to place our chicken wings evenly spaced, so that way they get good crispiness, and you want it skin side up to get that perfect, crispy, perfect chicken wing bite. Over. Put that there. And into the oven we go. I forgot to mention, you want your oven rack medium high. And now we're going to bake for 30 minutes, after which we're going to turn up the heat. All right, now that our oven has finished on 250, we're going to crank the heat up to 425 and set the timer for another half hour, or until your wings hit 165 degrees internal temperature. And let's take a peek. Ooh, look at those crispy, crispy wings. Our chicken wings are close to getting done, so now we're going to start melting our butter and getting our hot sauce ready. So we're going to take a microwave safe bowl, and we need 4 tablespoons of butter, and I like to cut my butter into chunks. It'll melt faster, easier. And when you microwave things, you want to microwave in intervals. That way you don't overdo it and ruin what you're working on. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to set it for about 20 seconds. Okay, first 20 seconds finished. And butter's not quite melted. By the way, that's a little steam cover, which certainly helps to keep the microwave from getting messy. So we're gonna do that for another 20 seconds. Time to check again. And we are melted. Now we're going to take a 1/2 cup measuring cup and measure out 1/2 cup of hot sauce and add it directly to our butter and whisk it together. This literally makes my mouth water. And that's our timer for the chicken wings. So we're going to turn off the timer. And we are going to take a temp of our chicken wings. Best way to do that, open your oven, pull them out. Especially because I'm trying to do this all on my own. Close the oven. Use a tong to grab your chicken wing. And you want to temp like the big ones. So we're temping. Helps if I turn that the right way. Digital thermometers give you a much better readout, but this is hitting 180, so we are clearly done. And now, just for good measure, temp at least a few others. Ooh, fatty, I didn't even need the tongs. Yep, that one's at temp. And then it's best to temp in several different places on the off chance your oven cooks imperfectly. And we are done. All right. We let the wings cool for a few minutes. And now I'm putting them into a bowl so we can toss them in our buffalo sauce. And on goes the sauce. I find it saves a lot of mess if you've got a bowl that you can put a lid on to shake it up. So here goes our lid. Give them a good shake. Ooh. Let's give it a little more tossing. Oh my. I am very pleased with how these look. And now for the taste test. Because truth be told, this is like the first time I've ever tried this. So here we go, little guy. Look at that sauciness. And wow.